Well, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Health and Wellness Wednesday. This is Stephen Smith. This is the Ask Dr. Jenny show this evening. And I'm so glad that you're taking time to come and join us. We're going to be talking about your health tonight. We're going to be talking to Dr. Jenny in just a moment. I just want to say again, thank you so very much for coming and joining us this evening. We've got a great show this evening. We're talking about the pathway to good health. And I'll tell you, with this COVID-19 going around, hopefully we're on the downside of that, but it's still really important to take care of your health and your wellness. And we care about you. And so we're going to tell you tonight how you can take care of yourself, boost that immune system, and have a healthy lifestyle and prevent coming down with things like COVID-19 and as well as many other diseases by just taking care of yourself. So without further ado, I'd love to bring in Dr. Jenny here, and we're going to get started here. Dr. Jenny, welcome.
Hello, Stephen.
How are you
Hello
this
out
evening?
there. You know,
Exa-
every time you introduce me, I want to sing like "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood."
well, I'll tell you what we were talking about just prior to this show. I was
Mhm.
talking with my brother, and he's got a Yes song that we want to try and see if we can get permission to use the intro for the Yes song. So as we
Okay.
move forward, we're really looking forward to getting this really great intros and stuff like that. I did it a little bit different today. I had your picture up there, the Ask Dr. Jenny. And so as we move forward, yes, we need music.
Yeah. We'll
We
do
do.
some intros. We're gonna get there. I
Yes,
think we'll get there. And you
we
remember, I was a musician before I was
now
a
that I didn't.
doctor,
Now that I
right?
did, I didn't
Yeah.
remember that part. I know that I
Yep.
know a little bit
I was
about
an
your
operatically trained singer for years
operetta.
since I was 9 years old. I've been
Oh my
singing, and
goodness.
then God miraculously intervened in my life and said, "No, you're going to be my medical Moses. I need a vessel, and I choose you, little one." And I went, "No, no, no, not
Well,
me.
God
I'm
tells
not
us
big
this.
enough."
Well, apparently you have quite a voice, though. You don't have to, And so I tell you what, we're going to
Maybe I
have you.
can sing
I
peace
was,
and tranquility into everybody.
I was just going to say we're going to have you sing. We're going to
One
have
of
you
these
sing.
days, but maybe I'll
Okay.
write. Maybe I'll write an
Okay.
intro for us, and I'll get some
Uh,
of my band members from church to do, and then we could have an original.
that
Then we don't have
sounds.
to. Then we don't have to use anybody's music but ours, right?
That's exactly what I like hearing. Perfect. I love that
Let's
because I
let's
am
go
work.
into the studio. I think my friend Mark Koch, he still has a studio, and my friend Steve Fayette has a studio here. Eternal Sound Music. So, I mean, yeah, we can go to any of the studios here locally and
Okay,
record some
that's
nice
so
intros.
awesome. I'm looking forward to that. We got some great things coming, as you can see. We want to tell everybody, make sure that you share this video out, share this to your friends, share this to the groups that you belong to. And we also want you to make sure you hit that
All
love
right.
button and share the love. And
Mhm.
so, well, we got a great show tonight. And maybe I'll start off by saying you knew that I was in your wellness center the other day. I'd love to be able to show that video. I did a 20-second quick thing of the IV and that it was in my arm and I'm doing this IV. And I just want to tell everybody that I I felt so much better the
Mhm.
next day, particularly. I kind of had a
Oh.
down day actually on Sunday. I wasn't. I'd lost a friend, and so I was dealing with some death. It sucked. It really
Oh,
did.
Steven, I'm so sorry.
It was a real shock. It was unexpected, but it got me down. It did. It sidetracked me a bit, but I just felt so much better because Monday I went in. I did the IV with the glutathione, and I just feel so much better now. I'm feeling wonderful, and so again, I'm a testament because I'm taking the products that Dr. Jenny has formulated. That was a vitamin C pack IV as well as glutathione. So what I'd like to do is jump right
Ooh.
into this and say, okay, tell us about this vitamin C drip and the glutathione and how that helps to boost our immune system and what does that do for us? Tell us about this.
Oh my gosh, that's probably one of my most favorite drips because it's something that you can schedule and it's really hot. like in New England and Miami and LA. I mean, women go and get these IV drips as if they're getting their nails done. It's like a mani-pedi to them. It's a time to relax. And you can do, a 30-minute, a 60-minute, or a 90-minute drip, depending on, how much time you have. So
Oh,
if
okay.
you're getting, I mean, typically, I remember the last time we were hooked together, literally, we got hooked in the same room, which was so much fun. We got to do that again because, we're kind of becoming besties here, right?
Yes.
So yeah, but glutathione is the body's master antioxidant. And what it does is it goes to the core of the cell and gets rid of all of that nasty free radical damage. It stops all of those free radicals from damaging your cells from the inside out. And those cells have a lifespan of 120 days, those white blood cells. So we have to nourish those red blood cells in order to function optimally, right? Because during that 120-day life cycle, I mean, they're programmed to die after 120 days, right? And then the body's bone marrow produces more red blood cells, right? So we're constantly in a regenerative. We could either feed our body or destroy our body, right? And then when we're putting toxins within our body, like I'm drinking caffeine, right? Everything in moderation, but the caffeine is, not, if I'm doing too much of it, it can get rid of that microbiome. It can cause some free radical damage, too much caffeine in there.
I got to ask right now because I do drink a bit of coffee, probably more than I should. And so I'm going to say it's probably 6, 8 cups, certainly, of coffee. Now, what is the right amount of coffee, though? Because does that affect, it's good for you, coffee is, but yet.
In moderation, it is. Coffee's got a lot of medicinal properties. They're, and especially if you're getting the non-GMO coffee grains, right? And using the paper filters when you're making coffee, because that's when it's healthy. If you're not using that paper filter, then you're producing the free radicals. So it's something even how it's even filtered and how you're making it. So getting that coffee bean, grinding it up, putting in, the organic paper filters and then filtering it that way. That's when it's really good. I wrote an article about coffee and the health benefits, cleanses your liver, but it's when you overdo it, right? Isn't that the case with everything? If you overdo water, you can get waterlogged. You're messing with your minerals. Some people actually kill themselves overly hydrating themselves, right? You drink too much alcohol, what happens? You smoke too much weed, what happens? So everything in moderation. Eat too many French fries, you start looking like a French fry, right?
Right. Well,
so 2 cups of coffee a day is usually what I recommend. And knowing to rehydrate yourself, because caffeine can tend to overly stimulate your metabolism, right? Some people drink coffee strictly for energy. And if I'm one of those weirdos, I actually love the taste of coffee. I love it black. But even though I don't drink it black, I love the smell. I mean, it does something to me, the aroma. And it's like, oh, my morning, if I don't have my coffee, I mean, it's a ritual for me. There's other weirdos out there like me, but some people just drink, hello, I have to have my cup of joe. So, I can get wired. It's like their crack for the morning, right? And I usually tell people, if you're looking for a good source of energy, don't go to coffee for that. But if you love it, like you enjoy a good piece of bread with butter in the morning for breakfast, like you're actually craving it, it does something to your soul. Drink it for that reason. Don't drink it because it just gives you energy, because there's other better nutrients out there to get your energy up.
It'll dehydrate you too, because I know that I do experience the dehydration aspect of it, but I've been trying to get into a better habit of drinking more water. And I'll tell you how I did it was like this. And you can then tell us about this. And we got a lot of viewers that have come on here. We want to say welcome everybody. We so much appreciate you coming. Make sure to share this video out. We're going to take your questions. We are going to get to them, I promise. And I promise not to wait till the end. I'll get to some questions soon, because there are some great questions here that we'll address. But how I started to, what I can see happening is a new habit for me, and that's drinking more water. And so what I got was the mineral drops to put in the water.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, so
You're my little protege now.
So I started drinking the water, and you know what? When I put the minerals back into that water, which was filtered water coming out of the fridge with some ice, it changed the taste of it. And what I recognized was that, hey, that's what real water tastes like, because it made it
Yes.
like almost richer tasting. And it's
Hmm.
like, wow, that's fabulous. And so I guess you got to do that for a little bit. Huh? There's a process with it, I guess.
Yep. I carry my mineral drops in my purse. So everywhere I go, restaurants, and I'm getting the water, I alkaline it. And then if someone's
Yeah.
in my presence, I'll be like, can I alkaline your water? Can I put minerals in your water to make you better hydrated? And you feel it, and you find that you're drinking less because that's what your cells are craving. Your cells are craving electrolytes. When you're thirsty,
Electrolyte.
your body's not deficient in coffee. It's not deficient in milk. It's deficient in minerals and electrolytes. So again, nourish and drink, what the body is actually craving. And those minerals, I've seen a lot of those YouTube challenges where people are hydrating themselves and actually putting mineral drops or drinking minerals from lemons, good sources of that, and
Mhm.
making a point and setting timers to be able to hydrate every couple of hours. And the wrinkles go away. And you see within a
Right.
24 to 48-hour period, someone has these wrinkles right in here. They got
Hmm.
the wrinkles in here, the wrinkles on the side. It's amazing what your body does, how it heals itself. And that's $6. That's a $6
Yeah.
little mineral drop. It's
And there we
just
are.
period everywhere.
Now I'm working on trying to understand this, everybody, and how to do these pictures better. And I watched some courses, but right now it's just going to come up between us, okay? But this is what I was taking, and this is what I got from your store. There is those, they're concentrated minerals, and so I'm looking forward to getting into a better habit of actually doing this stuff, drinking more water, putting those trace minerals back into it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
a lot of people don't realize, I mean, there's 80% of the population has headaches right now because they're massively dehydrated and they're going to NSAIDs as opposed to going to electrolytes and minerals.
That's
Lots of
awesome.
people are walking around with muscle spasms. They get the cramping at the bottom of the feet, the back of
That's
their calves cramp up. They get a little
magnesium.
muscle spasm in the eye or up here, or they get a hiccup. Children notoriously will get hiccups.
Okay.
So my pediatricians, now they know, if they know Dr. Jenny, I'm like, they're dehydrated. They don't need honey. They don't need a big pile of sugar. Well,
Right.
they are dehydrated. Give them some minerals, put it in their water, give them a little shot every single time. And I know people have seen some of my YouTube videos with my children in a restaurant. My daughter's like, oh,
Yeah.
I have hiccups. It's not from yapping so much. It's from the energizer bunnies are going, 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 and then they haven't replenished. So as mommies and daddies and grandparents, right, we have to make sure that we are taking care of these little bodies, these little race cars that are driving us bananas 24/7. We got to
Okay,
refuel them.
I'm gonna get to some of these questions. I want people to know that I'm trying to do this. I said by 15 minutes I'm gonna do it. I'm at 13 minutes 35
Hmm.
seconds, so I am gonna do it. First, I'm gonna come to your question, Christina. Hang on just one second. I do want to mention Shelley Robinson, though. Shelley Robinson, the Galactic Crossing. I've been a member of that group for a very long time. Super dynamic person. I tell you, I just love her. She is great.
Oh,
And she says she wants to work with us, guys. And so, yeah, we will reach out
I
to
just
us. Absolutely.
I
And
just sent her a message saying, "Give me a call."
yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have that. That, as a matter of fact, the LWN Foundation is looking right now. I mean, I'm not trying to do a sales pitch here, but the fact of the matter is that I do pretty much everything. I really do, and I need some help. And so we are looking for volunteers. So if you want to volunteer to help us, I'll tell you, since I'm going to do it, I'm talking about it now. All right, we need a, social services person. We're going to open up a referral office with Dr. Jenny, as a matter of fact, right there. And so it's going to be so awesome. We're going to help people get to get to the resources that they want to have. So we need a social services or case manager person to help us
Hmm.
with that, okay? We
Yep.
also need some social media staff. We just need your help. Come to us. We'll figure it out. We can use your help. This is a community, and we love you, and we love the community aspect of this. And that's what we're all about, is helping the community. So now I'll go to Christina's question, though. She wants to know about insurance. And I mean, I think I know the answer to that question. So Christina Scullin wants to know, do you have insurance? Do you take insurance, or is it just
Well,
straight private pay?
insurances really aren't fans of paying for therapies that
Yes.
make you feel better, right? And I
Okay.
own a pharmacy, and at one point they did, and then they stopped it once the Obamacare kicked in, and it kind of changed everything. So they would rather you know, and I'm going to be very bold because this
Yes.
is the truth,
This
right?
is
They
huge,
want
folks.
you sick, fat, diabetic,
This is
demented,
huge.
cancered, and inflamed.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I mean, breast cancer alone is $3 billion. Neuropsychiatric disorders, mental health, that's an $800 billion industry. You heard me.
Yeah.
$800 billion a year that big pharma makes on you, the consumer. I know, I've been in the pharmacy space since I was 13 years old.
Right.
Of course, they would rather you be on Zyprexa. That way it can induce more psychosis. Wellbutrin, Adderall, Vyvanse, Lunesta, Valium, Xanax, opiates. They want you on that stuff because get a nice long list of side effects that come with it. And then you're going back to your doctor. You're following this vicious caterpillar line, allopathic caterpillar line, I call it. Band-aids for boo-boos. I think every single show we're emphasizing band-aids for boo-boos. How do you get rid of these band-aids that America keeps putting on you? It's like, here you go. Here's your Xanax, because we're all Xanax deficient, right? No, we're not.
Nope.
We're all Adderall deficient, right? No. Mm-mm. We got to get to the root cause. That's what functional medicine is. Functional medicine is focusing on the biochemistry of the body, getting to the root cause. When you're nauseous, you know, what's going on? What's causing that nausea? Right? They have all of these over-the-counter medications. They have all of these anti-nausea medications. You're not deficient in any of them. You're
Okay.
deficient in probiotics. You're deficient in electrolytes, L-glutamine powder. When you're not sleeping, what can you be deficient in? Progesterone, cannabis, right? CBD, THC. These are all chemicals that you can test for. Melatonin, GABA, L-theanine. These are all biochemical that we can test in your body. And in the end, it's going to end up being cheaper than this constant allopathic caterpillar line that I know most people. I was there at one time. I am one of my own testimonies. I was taking so many medications for my migraines. I had debilitating migraines for years. And I was on the ibuprofen, the acetaminophen, the naproxen, the Imitrex, the butalbital, the Flexeril, and all of that stuff. It just kept making me worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And they would stop working. Eventually, you would hit a brick wall. And then one day, eureka, you know?
Well, David tells us he needs a Band-Aid for his boo-boo.
Well, I got better Band-Aids, all right? I got the cure. We
Right.
got
The
the healing.
Band-Aid.
We're boosting your immune system and letting the body heal itself. So
No,
it's
that's
just like a car requires maintenance to run efficiently. Our bodies are the exact same way. You got to change your oil. You have to look at your spark plugs. You have to make sure you have the right type of gasoline and the right type of octane. Look at everything that makes up your mechanics and keep it maintenanced. So if you're staying on top of that, I mean, there is no reason that we shouldn't be able to prevent diseases.
right. And that's what we're trying to do, is help you get healthier. So with the pandemic now slowing down, Dr. Jenny, it seems like maybe we're on the downhill slide with this. At least that's what I'm hoping for. What would you suggest as the best course of action to be able to boost our immune system and prevent coming down with COVID-19? or the coronavirus, or for that fact, really any type of disease or sickness or illness. What would you recommend now that we're on this backside of this? What should people be doing?
Well, we can start with the most expensive route, right?
Okay.
Like anything, there's the most expensive car, and then there's the middle, and then there's I call it the gold, the silver, and the platinum,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So we can start with the Ferrari route, and if you
That
can
makes
afford
sense.
it,
That
if
made
you
more
can
sense.
afford it, and you have that privilege, go for it. I usually recommend testing for growth hormone deficiency, looking at all your hormones, but growth hormones right there at the top of my list, because that just helps you produce all those wonderful white blood cells that protect your immune system, keeps your white blood cells nice and strong, and you're getting the most bang for the buck. The test, just the test for growth hormone deficiency is around $100 at the finger pricks. It's actually not that expensive to test. And depending on how deficient you are and how much you're taking, then it can range anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. Now that's at the top. And then there's the BMW route or Mercedes route, right? So we have the Ferrari. Let's go Lamborghini. I like Lamborghinis better. Lamborghini,
I like that.
BMW, and then down to the Honda. So the BMW, and either way, my patients, my clients will get there eventually. It just might take 90 days, 6 months, or a year. So the end result's going to be the same. It's just going to take you a longer time. Once you're in that BMW route, doing those IV drips every single month, and then getting on those injections, coming in once a week to get those injections, the vitamin shots, those lipo-amino shots, the zinc, the vitamin D. Vitamin D is huge for immune support. I mean, that right there protects your immune system, and it's a vitamin that acts very much like a hormone. You can do it over the counter too. So the Honda route, this would be the Honda route, doing the vitamin D spray. And when you're going out in public, after you're done going out in public, spraying that vitamin D3 with the K2. And the K2 is what makes it bioavailable. So if you're currently taking vitamin D3 that does not have that K2 in there orally, that vitamin D3 is not going to get into your bones and make your bones strong. You're just going to urinate it out. And a lot of people are taking supplements and it's coming out of their urine. Their body's not utilizing it because there's nothing to facilitate absorption and to metabolize it. So it's very important to combine it.
I
Vitamin
brought this,
C, another
this home
antioxidant.
with me. Now, this is not regular vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
It's the liposomal. And apparently, it's going to absorb much better than most of the other vitamin Cs that are out there. Certainly, it's maybe a little bit more expensive, but I just want to say this, folks. To me, what is your life worth? It's invaluable. It's invaluable. It's invaluable to me. It's invaluable to you. I hope it is to you. But the fact of the matter is that I don't have health insurance. But what I am doing is investing those dollars instead of into the health insurance and the insurance industry. I'm investing them into myself and doing things like this.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So this is good stuff, huh?
Vitamin C in the liposomal form is more bioavailable than standard vitamin C. It's great for heart health, for brain health, preventing cancers, collagen production, gets rid of oxidative stress. So vitamin C converts into hydrogen peroxide. So that's an antiviral substance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Used, to clean surfaces. Hydrogen peroxide is so important. And our body naturally converts vitamin C into hydrogen peroxide. Not many people know that, but that's why it's amazing, right? So you're thinking, oh, don't chug down hydrogen peroxide, right? Let your body do it. And that's why when people get cancers, they do this high dose vitamin C IV drip, and the body will get rid of, it'll boost their immune system. The body goes out and cleans everything out. Natural disinfectants, right?
Yes.
So I've heard that used before, but it is. Let's disinfect your body.
We want the viewers. We see a lot of great I'll just hit some of these mentions. Maria Draskin's with us. And if you have a question, do ask a question because we'd like to hear from you. Christina Scullin is here with us, and this Shelley Robinson. We really appreciate you very much. I'm so pleased to see you. David, we addressed his question. He needed a Band-Aid for his boo-boo. We have it. Sherry New, thank you so very much. We appreciate you joining. Richard Fay's drinking coffee. It sounds like me. And we appreciate you.
We're here, 7:25 in the evening, and I'm drinking a double cappuccino.
Well, my coffee's right in here.
Yes, I can't help it.
I love it. I do. I love it.
But I also have my mineral drops in my water, so I'm hydrating and I'm getting my,
No, I did my drops.
Very responsible with my bad habits.
I did the drops this morning. I'm only supposed to do that like once a day with the 10 drops to start with. Is that the way I should
throughout
roll
the day
that?
based on your bad habits, Stephen. So if you go out after this and start to drink shots of tequila.
Don't do that anymore. But then I would need more.
Yeah.
Hey, I also want to put up Bob Harrigan, and I'll tell you what, Bob, we're so glad that you joined us as well. I just love that Bob was with us last Friday. We were talking about hurricane preparedness. Thank you so much for joining. He's a great guy. He's definitely making an impact and keeping us aware what we're supposed to do to protect ourselves and get ready and prepare for these hurricanes. But we're not talking hurricanes tonight. We're talking about we're in hurricane season, Dr. Jenny, already. Timing was perfect.
I love the rain. I do. I have to admit.
He brought that for us last weekend, didn't he?
I love Bob Harrington. I love you. I miss you. Mwah. I'm gonna come back on.
We got to put him back up. This is him down on the beach. Love it. Thank you so very much, Bob. We love you. And okay, if you've got questions, I see that there are some better questions here right now. All right. So what's okay? Let's go to the question. Then I'll go to the question. Let's put your questions up. And then I'll go to my question. How's that? All right, Christina. I love your interaction. She takes vitamin D, 50,000 units that her doctor prescribed. And they asked if she could add vitamin D3. They want me to wait until I go for another appointment. Why would that be? What's the story with that, and what would you recommend there, Dr. Jane?
So she's taking vitamin D2 as opposed to the vitamin D3 my doctor prescribed. Okay, get off of that, number one. That's not the bioavailable form. There you go. Here's Big Pharma bastardizing chemicals once again.
Okay.
You want what God created to be in your body. When we're testing for vitamin deficiency, we're looking for that D3. So this is a synthetic form of it, just like they make synthetic everything. Big Pharma loves to pump out genetically modified versions of naturally occurring chemicals in our body. Can't emphasize how deceptive they are to the consumers and how dangerous it is. For example, like folic acid. There's no such thing as folic acid in our body. You look at all of our foods is enriched with folic acid, enriched with calcium. It's all the synthetic form, enriched with B6, the hydrochloride as opposed to the P5P. So the cyanocobalamin B12, which is cyanide B12, as opposed to the hydroxo or the methyl form, which is what the body naturally produces. So every single vitamin that you would find in our biochemical books, like I'm a big old nerd, this is how I formulate medications. I stick to the biochemistry of the body.
We're talking books. I got this.
Yay! This is my brain right here. This is how I think.
That's beautiful. See, you're the chemist. I'm not a chemist.
Things, right? This is what turns me on. You start talking biochemistry or astrophysics with me, I'm like, marry me. Quantum mechanics.
There you go.
String theory.
Now, okay.
But so no, get on the D3. Compounding pharmacies are who makes the vitamin D3. Okay. So
you're doing
shots.
Those
injections as opposed to the synthetic version of it.
Okay, and you're doing shots right now. You're doing a special on shots, as I understand. And I know that I've had the D3 and then D12. Tell us about these shots. And they can just come in, they can get this shot. And I know that I've done it.
I'm so lazy, I can't remember to take pills. So if you're like me, injections are the way to go. And I used to be so standoffish. I used to be the biggest baby with injections. Now it's like, once a week, I'm just going to take my B complex, I'm going to take my vitamin D3, I'm going to take my zinc, and I'm done. And the next week, so every Monday, I start my week off with my D shot, my B complex, which is B1 through B12, and my zinc, which is also antiviral, and it helps boost your immune system as well. These are all nutrients that just make your body stronger. And then when you're stronger and you have strength, you have the energy to go play golf, to go water ski, to go play tennis, to do your Pilates. A lot of my sports medicine doctors started utilizing these vitamins and are doing the injections in their offices, and their patients are coming back with positivity, saying, wow, my joints were hurting before I started getting these injections, and something about these vitamin supplements making my knees stop hurting. And I was like, yeah, of course, because you're nourishing your joints, you're nourishing your entire system. So if you're in pain, some of these vitamins will help you get out of pain. There's thousands upon thousands of clinical studies all over PubMed, NCBI, in some of the most prestigious universities. I mean, you can just Google vitamin D3 and pain management, B complex and pain management. It's unbelievable. And then the same thing, vitamin D3 with MS, vitamin D3 with Parkinson's. And then you'll see the studies on, it's not just for one thing. Yes, it's boosting your immune system, but it's helping the entire body to heal in the proper way, and how wonderful it is. Even my own mother, she started using the injections, and she's like, my hair's growing back in, my hair, So, I mean, that's how I bounce back from my pregnancies. Mommy's out there, you want energy. I mean, the first shot, people feel like, oh, yes, I had this euphoric feeling after doing these injections, and you don't get that jittery energy that you get from drinking coffee. It's a cellular and a neurological energy.
I just can't say how incredibly awesome I felt after I did the vitamin C drip the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was night and day, and I'm sure that people saw it. They probably saw it in my morning broadcast, and I don't know what to say other than I think that this is really super important, and I know that by doing that, because that was super high dosage of vitamin C. How many milligrams did I take? I don't even know. It's not even
I have you on
important.
the 30,000 milligram,
Right. So it
right?
was
Because you
super
have
high.
some bad habits I'm not going to talk about on air.
Well, we're
You're a
working on
naughty,
them.
naughty boy, Stephen.
I'm trying every
But
day to do
you
better.
can praise Jesus that you know Dr. Jenny, and I can make your bad habits go away.
There was a reason why I met you, so that I could get healthier. That's why. That's awesome. Okay, let's go to.
I get the Dr. Jenny angel on one side, and a little demon over there talking. Do it. What would Jenny do? What would Dr. Jenny
What
do?
would Jenny do? Yes, exactly. Okay, that's what I got to do now. Okay, let's go to some questions, because of course I said if you have questions for Dr. Jenny about any of the things that we're talking about tonight, please do listen in there, or make the comment in the comments. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to go and make it public, hey, reach out to us. You can reach out to us on our websites, at our emails. You can reach Dr. Jenny at her email. Go ahead and tell them your email there, Dr. Jenny, so that if they have specific questions, they can get to you. And then I'll go to this question with Richard Fay, our autistic champion out there in the UK.
Yep. You can reach me at Jenny, Jenny, at agevital.com. That's AGEVITAL.com. Or you can go to agevital.com and you'll see our info at agevital.com, where our pharmacists, our doctors, our practitioners will get that, and then they will get back to you as soon as they can.
All right.
Usually within 48 hours. They're really good at responding. But if you want to just reach me directly, just Jenny, like Jenny from the block, at agevital.com.
That's excellent. Okay, so now we'll go to Richard Fay. It's going to cover us all up, but he's got a big question for us. Go ahead, you can read that. And
says, I'm not in the UK, and the form on Age Vital site, my anxiety comes up thinking my GP doctor may not like me consulting a doctor in America, but I don't want to piss them off either. Why must I list my physician doctor? Can't we bypass that? Yeah, you can bypass that. That's just, I don't like, I'm all about building alliances. And if you have a good relationship with a doctor, I want to work with your doctor to start training them in this functional regenerative mindset. And most doctors, if they're, they want a pharmacist to be on their team. I believe in the triangle method of medicine, where you have the doctor, the pharmacy, and the patient, everybody working in sync. That way everybody's on the same page. But yeah, if you don't want to, deal with your doctor, a telemedicine consult remotely, that's perfectly fine too. We ship to the UK all the time, so you don't have to physically be here in the United States in order for us to do it.
All right, I put your websites in the notes there for you. The email for Dr. Jenny, as well as her website. So Richard, and he's not in the UK. I don't even understand that. So what does that mean? I'm not sure. Where are you from then? Tell us. I know the name of the town, but I can't think of it because it's an interesting pony pity up or something or other. And tell us where you are, Richard. And did you read his letter, or was I just not really paying attention because I was typing?
Oh yeah, I read the letter and answered his question.
There we go. Okay, see, I'm a little bit behind here. I was typing in her links, so let me just go to another question here. Let's see what we got. So, what are the benefits again? Alan Clark is asking us. So the benefits, I'm believing of, probably the vitamin C, the IV drip. Maybe
Let
that's
me
the
look on
IV
there.
drip.
Oh, so HGH, what are the benefits? I'm reading.
Okay.
I'm looking down. HGH.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he missed it. He probably logged on at the tail end. But
Okay.
HGH, HGH stands for human growth hormone, and it's
Right.
a 191 amino acid peptide gene, and it is just phenomenal when you test and you're deficient. And I start giving that, especially to my elderly group. Oh my gosh! I mean, it takes years off of how they look and how they feel. I think maybe next week I'll bring in some of my elderly patients and we can show some before and after pictures, or I do have lots of ways we can post them up next week. I wish I would have brought some on there, showing them before and after, just 90 days of taking it. The wrinkles, and my clients are telling me, oh wow, people are asking me if I had Botox or if I had a facelift. I mean, it's that drastic. I mean, you're just feeding and nourishing your skin, your collagen. I mean, it's protein, straight protein, and most importantly, protecting your brain. You sleep like a rock. You're able to get results in the gym. There's people that go to the gym and get personal trainers and they get discouraged because they're not getting the results. And there's some personal trainers like, you know what, we're doing everything right. And I tell them, okay, 90% of your body is chemical balancing. The other 10% is diet and exercise. But if your body is not chemically balanced, then you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. It doesn't matter how hard you work out. It's like taking your car and driving it without oil. And what happens to your car if it's only gassed and has no oil?
It's going to die.
You're grinding dry gears.
Yeah,
and your engine's going to give out. And that's what happens. So I usually tell my clients, do not work out for at least a couple of weeks. They look at me, what? I want to get into the gym. I was like, wait till we start to lubricate you. Let's get all of those chemicals balanced out, and let's wait till your body starts to blossom a little bit. And then you can go and take your baby out for a ride, go to the gym, play a sport, whatever it is, your activity. And then you're going to get the results that you want, and you're going to get it faster. So
excellent advice. Now I've got a what if question. Some of us may remember, oh gosh, I'm not going to think of his name right this second. Okay, brain fade on the name. But he wrote the book, The What If Theory. And I'm sorry, I apologize. I know you might be watching, so I didn't get your name. I apologize about that. But what if you boosted your immune system, Dr. Jenny? How would that make a positive impact in your life? I want everybody to think about that question too. And if you have an answer for that question, put it in the comments. But what if a person boosted their immune system? How would that make a positive impact in their lives?
You want me to answer it, or are we going to wait for people to comment?
We can wait for people to comments. Let's hear it
Mhm.
from you, folks. Okay, let me put that question back up. And if my, you know, it's okay. I can't remember his name right now. But what if you boosted your immune system? I'm talking to
Mhm.
the viewers here. How would that make a positive impact in your life? How do you think that would affect you? I can tell you that I know
Who
that
doesn't need that? Who doesn't need a better immune system? Because isn't that what it's all about?
it
To be as
is.
healthy as you can for as long as you can, right?
That's why and I really do consider it a blessing that I was directed to come down and to meet you and who would have figured at that moment that we'd be sitting here helping people with their health care at that time. But for myself personally, I know that I have been feeling so much better as a result of taking some steps. Now, there's some things
Mhm.
like Dr. Jenny alluded to that, I'm not all the way there 100%. And I know I need to do some more exercise. But see, just doing things like what I said about the water and starting to add those mineral drops in there, getting in a better habit of drinking more water. I mean, slow but sure, I'm just going to be the healthiest person I can be because I want to be here for you and help everybody achieve better health. That's what it's all about. So
Right.
let me
And we
go
have
to
to
the
be
comments.
enlightened, right? We have to be, look at our world is in such a dark place right now, Stephen,
It is.
right? And boosting your immune system, what that does to your mental health. There's so much hate right now. There's so much violence. People are so angry. They are so
Right.
angry. People are so angry. And
It, it,
there's
it,
no color. God's people, we all bleed the same. So imagine being able to boost your immune system where we all feel great, we all feel good, right? And we want to
yes.
spread that positivity. We want to be a light in people's life. I think I just saw that someone said that.
Okay, so I'm going to start rolling through. Thank you, viewers. I appreciate you
Mhm.
commenting back. That's so awesome. I appreciate you
Date more.
clearly
Um,
stepping past any fear that might be involved. That seems to be the topic. We're going to step past the fear of worrying about people that might not like us because we need to shower them with love. That's what needs to happen these days. Shower them with love. These people that are acting mean and towards us too as well. But we've got answers how it would improve their life if they actually did. And Loy Costa Mishak, he's all the way in Africa, by the way. Welcome so very
Hello,
much. And
Loy Costa
he's
Mishak. How are
he
you?
he's up in the middle of the night, so he says
That's
hello.
awesome. We're reaching people in Africa. Date more. Yes, boosting your immune system because you are no good to anybody if you're falling apart and you're sick all the time, right? Who wants to date someone that's sick all the time,
Nobody. All
right?
right.
Hi, Nurse Leah, my favorite nurse practitioner, Leah Lang, Princess
Yes.
Leia. My life's
I
purpose
know.
to be a light to all of those around me. And you are a light. You are just, your presence is magnificent, beautiful on the inside and out.
I
So,
just got to add to that because I had the blessing of having Leah give me that IV the other day. It was so awesome to meet you, Leah. You're such an awesome person. You made it comfortable for me. You made it so that I was relaxed, and I love your heart. That was a great experience. Thank you so very much. She is a bright light, isn't she?
mhm.
So, Alan,
Oh, boosting your immune system. Yes. Boosting your
boost.
grandmother's immune system. And we can. Don't we wish that their Medicare would pay for things that boost their immune system as opposed to just pumping them full of more nonsense that's keeping them in nursing homes? Our
We got
system, our medical system is so, it's just so broken.
we got a lot of work ahead of us, don't
We
we? To
do.
get them to turn this around because you started out by saying earlier about how you know insurance won't even take it. They won't even help you get healthier, and yet they've got these programs that say, you know, what is it? They're into preventative health care. and they do these wellness checks. But what do? They prescribe medicines for you that actually probably just make you sicker. And so we've got a whole lot of work, and I'm looking forward to taking it on, to be honest with you,
Hmm.
to try and affect change. Um, but boy, we've got our hands full. I know that we do, but we appreciate everybody that takes time to listen to this, because we need to be united in the aspect that if we all get together and shine this light and say, hey, look, there is an alternative, things need to change. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to
This is
say
what
it.
we should be protesting.
We
Peaceful
need, you need to
protesting
get,
on.
I
Mhm.
didn't want to go in. I got to stay away from politics, kind of. I do as a
You know
nonprofit,
me.
but that's so. But the thing about it is that the only way that it's going to make change is if we join together. We talk about love. We talk about good health, and we talk about the fact that you can do it organically and naturally without having to use pharmaceuticals. And the more that we do this, and the more people that join us in this effort, it'll make a difference at some point. It sure will.
Mhm.
Um,
More education. I think the more the consumer is educated and they're empowered, empowering the consumer, when they go into a doctor's office, they become their own healthcare advocate, where they tell the doctor and say, no, that's not what I want to take. And if you don't write for it, I'm going to go to Dr. Joe, who's around the corner that will. I don't need this garbage. Stop trying to poison me. Take some time, look at my biochemistry, check my hormones, look at my vitamins, look at my probiotics, look for antioxidant deficiency, cannabinoid deficiency. Give me something that my body actually needs. Stop giving
mhm.
me poisons, right? Can you imagine all the consumers going into their doctor saying, yeah, no, I don't need Valium. What do you think this is?
All right, let's go back to some of these statements. What would happen if we did, in fact, boost our immune system? Christina says she'd probably feel better. There's no probably about it.
Mhm.
I can tell you, you would definitely feel better. I see another message here, and it's from Dale Hoffman. I don't know if it. Oh, it's right here. It'd give her more energy to be more productive.
Also, peace of mind knowing I am being proactive in my health prevention. Yes. Beautiful
That's it.
soul, beautiful,
Tell you.
empowering female too. And to have her healthy, watch out, because her feet hit the ground and Satan's like, oh crap, she's awake. So,
That's awesome. So
yes,
Dale tells us as well.
beautiful. She just sent me a present today, Miss Dale.
Did she?
Yes. Oh, what a magnificent gift she gave me. I needed it today. I just really felt loved and appreciated. And sometimes, yes, she brought me to tears, where it's like, what's this on my desk? Oh my gosh. And it was just a thank you, Dr. Jenny, for taking the time to help me.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Mwah.
she's hitting. I
Thank you
think
for
she's
making my day today, Dale.
the nail on the head. Is I'm being proactive about my health prevention. That's what
Hmm.
the point is there. Um, I know I shouldn't have started that thing about the healthcare thing, because of course it's a hot topic, and we're going to go up against some powerful people, folks. I'm telling you.
We need prayer
Hopefully,
warriors.
we need prayer warriors, because I tell you
Hmm.
what, I'll be amazed if at some point here Facebook don't shut us down for this kind of stuff, because I just don't want to hear it.
Hmm.
But we're gonna get our message out there no matter what. Um, so Cynthia tells us that boosting her immune system will help her lose weight. Tell us about that, Dr. Jenny. How does boosting the immune system help you lose weight?
Oh, because when your body's in homeostasis, when it's in balance, then that means your endocrine system's working for you, right? And your endocrine system's what controls metabolism. So thyroid. And yes, healthy weight comes from boosting your immune system. So if you're struggling to lose those extra pounds, a shot of vitamin D3 once a week, 50,000 IUs of vitamin D3 is might be just what the doctor ordered for you, because that's going to help you with satiation, leptin, ghrelin, right? So, and then that'll help you to modulate your hormones a lot better. So yes, vitamin D3 is a game changer for a lot of women that are struggling to lose that extra 5 pounds, that extra 10 pounds. And then you check their hormones. I mean, hormones has a lot to do with immune system too. Like I said, just that human growth hormone, right?
That's
So yeah,
that's
you
where
will build more muscle and you will lose weight. And it's not even about the scale, Stephen. And a lot of women will get trapped in that. I don't see men really struggling with that. With men, it's like they want the gains. They want to be beefy. And women are just so focused on the scale and the number. And I tell them, no, focus on how your clothes fit on you. So don't focus on the number on the scale, because that's just, you're playing mind games with yourself. Focus on how your clothes fit. Focus on how you're sleeping. Focus on your energy, right? I mean, at 2 o'clock, this is something that most people often present with. They tell me, oh my gosh, by the time 2 o'clock comes, I feel like I'm so tired, overwhelming sense of fatigue, and I just want to pass out. I'm at work and I want to pass out. Okay, there's your adrenals. We have to fix your adrenals. There's your hormones. So we have to boost their immune system to get their adrenals functioning properly again.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, very important. Good one, Cynthia. Thank you.
That was really important. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Is there something that you're seeing there, Dr. Jenny, that you want me to put up?
Let me see. I'm trying to see any of these comments.
There's a ton of them.
Yeah, got a lot of engagements today. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you so very much for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Knowledge is power from Yvonne. Knowing to take care of ourselves is so empowering. Yes. Thank you, Yvonne. And then Dale recommented, Dr. Jenny, I trust her as my naturopath to get me through my detox. Yes, detoxing is important. And when you've been exposed to different toxins, and that's why I have a jet lag IV drip. When people feel jet lag, what that really means is, oh, the airplane gave me too much radiation and I just don't feel quite like myself anymore. So I recommend anytime you're on a plane, come and get the jet lag IV drip, because that's specifically getting rid of toxins from being on a plane, right? That fatigue, getting that fatigue, even the time zone changes, right?
Now, did Leah say something to the glutathione? That helps cleanse your system, and apparently glutathione is a naturally occurring substance in our cells, particularly our liver cells. Am I understanding that correctly? Okay.
Yep.
And tell us.
Yes, glutathione, and I actually take glutathione injections before I go to bed.
Daily.
But it's an antioxidant that's found in plants, it's found in animals, it's found in fungi, bacteria. Everything has glutathione, just like everything has an endocannabinoid system. And it's, capable of preventing damage. Again, important cellular component to reactivate oxygen within our cells. So getting rid of all of those free radicals in our body. And I make it in a suppository form. I make it in an injection form, the IV form, for anybody that really needs a super cleanse. It's like taking the Roto-Rooter to your toilet because you're so clogged up, and I have to put it in a in a way that people will understand. If you got a clogged toilet, that's what you're going to use is the glutathione, right? You have to do a cleanse. And I recommend doing glutathione. And it's very gentle. It's not like it's going to make you have projectile diarrhea or anything. I'm very against those types of cleanses. So here's someone, I'm afraid to detox without someone to monitor it. I've always been nice to my body. Yes, I stay away from those types of detoxing. It's funny, I was just getting into that, Christina. No, anything that's is too aggressive is not the biochemical way. Your body naturally has the tools to detox, gentle detoxes. You're not going to have any, diarrhea. If anything, I always tell my clients that your poos become a number 4 on the Bristol stool chart. So look up the Bristol stool chart on Google and you'll see the different levels of poo. And then you can tell a lot about how someone's detoxing based on their stools. Right? How often do you go number 2? And what does that number 2 look like? You work in a nursing home, CNAs, nurses, they all know you're always measuring, you're always looking at the poo of the elderly person every single day. Oh, They're describing it. What did it look like, right? Did it look like a big old sausage? Did it look like a banana? Did it look like little chicken nuggets or pellets or porridge? Yeah. So you want it to look like a sausage, And if you're not pooing like that, if you have messy poos, we need to cleanse you because
Who
poos.
figured?
Yeah.
Who figured
How
we'd
did
be
we get
talking
into
about poop?
talking about crap, Stephen?
We're talking about the crap. Gotta love it.
Yes.
That's awesome. And I even put it in.
But it's so important. My children always tell me, Mommy, I'm pooing pellets. I need more fiber. My 5-year-old comes and tells me she needs more fiber. We should all be like that, or Mommy, I have porridge, Oh, what did Grandma feed you now?
Right.
And I'm having
Exactly.
to rebalance their little biochemistry. Yes. But yeah,
Beautiful.
no, Christina, that glutathione doesn't make you have projectile diarrhea. Not going to make you nauseous or anything. If anything, it makes you sleepy. So usually people will stay an extra 10 minutes. They need a good cleanse. Yes.
Randy
And I
says he
have
needs a
powder
good
form
cleanse.
cleanses too. I have, some good GI cleanses. Again, all gentle. Detoxification phase 1 and 2.
Oh, I have to go to I have to go to this one first. Oh, thanks, Christina.
Because you look at your poo, that's good. I do too. I'm like, yay, I'm doing good. Because even Dr. Jenny will cheat. I have my cheat days, and I notice it, and then I'm taking my supplements.
Okay.
Product of what I preach. You know.
I've got
So
something here. We talked about it before the show. I'm going to put up this immune booster pack here. Now you got this booster pack. I want you to talk about this and these products here. The Aroma Zinc, the Mega Vitamin C, the GI Torque. We didn't really talk about that. The metabolic
yes.
immune system. Yes, folks, this looks like a whole lot of money, but boy, I tell you, I'm just going to go back to what's your life worth. Your life is. I mean,
Save $92,
phew,
25% off.
I tell you, is that the wrong one to put up? Sorry.
Good. That's a good kit to have always at the house for the whole entire family. The probiotics, that GI torque helps you, replenish all of that good bacteria after we should always have probiotics because everyone has cocktails at some time or another. They like it, right? I had a cocktail last night. I went out with a business associate and I ended up having some sort of martini that was colored beautifully. So I took 2 probiotics before I went to bed, and that replenished my gut because that alcohol depletes all the good bacteria. So you're always destroying your bacteria throughout the day based on what you're eating. Coffee destroys your bacteria. So that is what it means to live functionally. So you have something to counterbalance your lifestyle, your bad habits, right? If you take your car out mudding, you have to clean it up at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
And
And
then
I
that
think
metabolic immune, those are my reds. So it's got all of my red fruits and all of my red vegetables. So that's probably one of my products that is the highest on the ORAC scale. It's got 50,000 ORACs in there in one scoop. So it's all dehydrated fruits and vegetables for those of you that do not like to eat fruits and vegetables, right? So you're getting all your reds, your spectrums in one blend, and you'll actually have the seeds, and I make it taste, really, really yummy. It tastes like raspberries and blueberries, and you'll see the seedlings in there. And I actually mix it with yogurt. I'll get like a Horizon yogurt, but you can mix it with coconut milk, with orange juice, make it part of your, uh, daily routine. And if you need a nice, if you're feeling fatigued often, that's a really good one to get rid of fatigue, because if you've had, months and months of just kind of neglecting your mechanics, that's a good cleanse, a
I'm
good
getting I'm getting to the point
metabolic
where I'm
cleanse.
not neglecting everything anymore. So
Right. And
now,
then you don't have to take so much.
right. Now,
So,
what's been the biggest seller for you during this pandemic? This has certainly brought people's awareness up about taking care of their health, or this is the time absolutely to take care of your health and boost that immune system. What's your biggest seller right now? What's the
right
best?
now,
Yeah,
the Cardio Fit, the
the cardio.
D3 spray. Yep. The Cardio Fit is the D3 spray in
Hmm.
a capsule form, and the zinc. So people are really going for that. And then I would say the liposomal C, because children hate to take, I made this vitamin C syrup for my children, and adults really enjoy it now too, because it's a fun way and it's not aggressive on your stomach. And if they can't afford weekly, injections are $25 a shot injections. But then if they take this several times during the week, yeah, I saw you had the Adrenal Pro there, the adrenal that helps. Those are adaptogens to help balance out brain function, hormone function, and get rid of that Buddha belly. So if you find yourself to be a skinny, fat person, being metabolically, obese, and there's more and more studies on metabolic obesity, it's on the rise. So precursors to being obese, right? And I can often point out who is going to be obese in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, because you can see the unnatural fat deposits underneath the chin, underneath the arms, behind the kneecaps, the dimply buns. There's skinny fat people out there. And if they don't start to practice taking good supplements and prevention, they're going to end up with this domino effect where they wake up with diabetes, with cancer, with obesity, right? And
But you can prevent
you can
it.
prevent it.
That's what we're talking about here is prevention. That's what we want you to do. We're about out of time. So what would be the best thing that you would suggest to our viewers that have been watching with us tonight? What would be their next step that they should take if they want to boost their immune system? What should they do next?
I would start with probiotics. Everybody needs probiotics. Okay, that would be the best place to start if you want to, go gentle on your pocketbook and you want to start with something immediately. Start replenishing, right? Replenish, because we're killing off our flora. Even with telephones, with radio waves, with microwaves, we're constantly being exposed to bad bacteria, right, in our environment. So start with our bodies, natural little soldiers that go in there and manufacture B12. That's probiotics make B12. So you're kind of getting B12 with the probiotics because you're replenishing. And always take it before you go to bed. Take it with a cold glass of water before you go to bed, because while you're sleeping, they're repopulating in your gut and your stools will change. They'll be more consistent. If you have IBS or leaky gut, probiotics are phenomenal just for those two things. Crohn's disease, probiotics, amazing. Weight loss, probiotics, amazing. Right? Those little critters.
I was seeing about the leaky gut. I saw something come across about that. Maybe we can talk about that next time. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's taken time to come and join us this evening. We really do appreciate you. We'd love for you to come back. We're doing this every Wednesday evening at the Ask Dr. Jenny show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back tomorrow morning for my Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe broadcast. We'll be talking about gratitude. Gratitude helps you feel better too. That helps to boost your immune system as well, because it makes you feel good. It releases those neurochemicals in your brain. Now, as well, I also want you to join us if you can. Friday night at 7 p.m., I've got such a dynamic person here, Lucy Nicondri, the executive director of the Suncoast Charities for Children. She is such an awesome person. I can't wait to introduce you to her. That charity does so much great things to help children in this neighborhood right here in Sarasota, Florida. We're going to meet her. Join us then. Come back next Wednesday. We appreciate you. I just want to say thank you again. Everybody take care. Have a blessed Wednesday. And any final statements there? You want to say goodbye? Whatever you want to think?
Yes,
I want to say thank you too, by the way, Dr.
Thank
Jenny.
you, Stephen, for always,
you're so
diligently.
awesome.
No, you are awesome. You're Mr. Rogers.
Yes, I've been
reincarnated. I love it.
told that. That's several
and
times.
I can speak authority on Mr. Rogers because I met him when I was 7. It was one of the first people I met when I first came to this country. And he
That's
picked
so
me out of an audience in a church and brought me on stage and sang to me. And that right there, a broken little 7-year-old from a third world country to have You know, he was just a fantasy, like he wasn't real, and he brought me on stage. That just, I don't know, he could have changed my entire path. So I want
That's
everybody
awesome.
to channel that Mr. Rogers who just absolutely loved people. You know, I want to honor him. And he just, with everything that's going on, he used to fight for everybody. He used to fight against all the powers and principalities and just constantly preach love and kindness and good intentions. Like, if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Right? Just love thy neighbor. Love your gay neighbor, love
Mhm.
your trans neighbor, your black neighbor, your Muslim neighbor. Love your neighbor. It's not that hard to be nice to people. Be nice to one another. Lift each other up. Pray for one another, right? Hurt people, which is evident with what's going on right now. So try to be compassionate and empathetic and sympathetic towards one another and see each other's perspectives. Amen.
Amen. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Mwah. Have a great
Take
night,
care,
Stephen.
everybody. Thank you so very much. Have a blessed evening. We love you. God loves you. Let's love our neighbors. Let's share some of that love with other people. Have a good evening. Bye for now.